Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Gemini, I am going to cover all the bases today in this reading. I am going to look at your money, finances, career, home projects, whatever that could be, as well as your personal relationships and your spiritual journey. And we are going to look at the past, present, future, and advice for each of these three elements in your life. So, Gemini, we're going to start with my animal oracle deck, and we're going to get sort of like a main message to you from each one of these elements of your life. There is an extended at the end of this, so if this reading does resonate for you, the link to the extended is at the top of the description, and we'll look at your blind spot in each areas of your life in that. All right, so what I'm going to do, what I did for Taurus, is I get the whole deck shuffled and ready to go. So once it's done, it's done. I'm not going to pick up the deck again except to pull cards from it. We're going to look at your money and your finances. First, Gem. You have Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Go with your momentum. If there's a direction you're being pushed in right now, I feel like it's kind of like Spirit's giving you a nudge here. This is the right direction for you. See where it goes. But let's see what else comes out here. I don't want to guide you towards do something stupid. Right? No, I don't want to do that. So let's see what the tarot tells us. Because the tarot is going to get right in our face and give us details. I kind of feel like, though, with that, it's like you could do almost anything. The universe has got your back here. So it's kind of like a free ticket, it seems like. I don't know. I wouldn't say like go crazy and hog wild with spending your money or anything. But it does feel like luck is a little bit on your side. I would say that. With Spirit has your back. Let's go. Let's see what we can make together. So we're going to shuffle these cards. And again, once they're shuffled, I'm not picking them up again until it is time to pull them for the next row. In the past, with money and finances, you had the Sun. You have some sort of self-enlightenment here. You had some sort of wish fulfillment. Things were looking really, really good in the past. Sometimes you get worried when a card like that comes out in the past. And oh, let's go. Oh, jeez. In the present, what the hell happened? Oh my gosh. In the future, confusion. Advice. Go in a better direction. All right. I see how Spirit has your back now. Oh my gosh. Spirit has got your... Okay, something was working out real good. I don't know. I'm feeling... Because it's money and finances, it does sit a little more heavily geared towards like work. Because that's where most of us get our finances and our money from. It could be home. Like it could be something that you're working on with your finances at home. So fit it where kind of it seems appropriate. But for me, I'm going to read it as a reader right now as work. It just feels like that more to me. So something like, it's almost like you were working somewhere and it was great. You really loved it. It was serving your purpose. It was serving your higher good. And then through doing that, you were serving other people's higher good. It was just really great. Sunny days, good memories, awesome times. Like really. But now, like something has gone to hell in the handbasket with the devil. So it's sort of like some sort of energy has been introduced here that wasn't there before, is how I would describe that. You might be feeling like you need to get out of here. Like this is not how it was before. Maybe there's been a management change at work. Maybe there's greater expectation in terms of budgets or performance. Maybe your boss is, I don't know, maybe your boss is going through something really bad and he or she has become a complete arsehole. I don't know. But what was once is no longer, is what I'm seeing here. And it went from really good to really bad. Like, it seems like that. And it's left you, like, kind of in the future, yeah, feeling kind of confused about this. Like, what the hell are my options? Your advice is to get up and go. Get up and go. Spirit has your back. And the Six of Swords is like kind of being guided by the universe to go down the right path. I kind of glad I did this. It feels like someone really needed to hear this. So, you might be in the future, like, okay, right now, see where you're sitting here. But I'm going to go with the timeline they have set. It's kind of fluid, though. Everybody's a little bit different. Maybe you're in the sun right now. And, like, if it doesn't seem like there's any major changes happening, then this part of the reading might not be for you. Or it might be something else in your life that might have to do with maybe your financial advisor is all of a sudden turned into a complete idiot. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's like, I'm not going to be able to retire now because everything was good. But what is going on? Like, it could be that. So I'm just reading it as work, but it's money and finances. So see. Right now, it doesn't look good. And I want to say it's not. Something has changed here. You kind of have to acknowledge that something has changed. I think there's going to be sort of a process, though, working through that. Thinking, well, I don't know. It was good before. It could get better again. All things change. If it was good and it got bad, it could get good again. Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Like, you might work through some illusions here about this. I feel like there's going to be some sort of an opening for you. If Spirit's got your back, you're probably not meant to sit in this energy for terribly too long. So there's going to be some sort of opening for you in the future. You should take it. I don't know if it's a buyout, if it's a payout, if you bump into a new financial advisor, you can get that one. I hope Mike's not watching. He's like, he phoned me the other day. He said, there's a couple of things that weren't performing well. I'm like, that's okay. But like, there's going to be an opening here. Take the opportunity is what I'm seeing. Like, if this is resonating for you, then definitely take it. I would also say don't be afraid to make your own opportunity. That's kind of the Aries in me talking there. Like, get your resume ready. If it is work related, if it is not work related, if it's money, like, I don't know, maybe everything was fine and all of a sudden you're like, there's no money in the bank and the credit cards are maxed out. What is my partner doing? I don't know. I'm really confused about this. Where did all the money go? So look into it. I'm going to say, like, take some sort of action here is your advice. Don't sit in this energy. Don't let it make you feel disillusioned for too long. Okay, your personal relationships. Koi fish spirit. There is always enough. Oh, maybe it doesn't feel like there's enough of you to go around. Maybe you're in high demand, Gemini. That's interesting. Let me see the tarot cards that come out with it. Let me see. In the past, you had the 9 of Cups. You were happy. Where's this going? Oh, and now. Well, now in the present, you have the 3 of Wands. You're kind of like looking for something. It feels like something's missing. What's going on here, Gemini? In the future, you have the 9 of Cups. I feel like you're going to have some sort of direction that's going to kind of stir your heart. And then your advice is to go. Go. That's nice. So in the future, it almost looks like you're going to have a path here. You're going to have an intention and your advice is to go for it. So there is always enough. You've got happiness in the past. I'm feeling like in your personal relationships, Gemini, I feel like you've got like really good personal relationships going on right now. But there might be one that's missing. Maybe it's romance because you have 9 of Cups coming up in your future. Maybe it's more of a romantic connection. Maybe it's like a best friend. Like maybe you have a whole group of friends, but none of them is really like your bestie. There's something little here missing. And when I say little, I mean like it's almost like one action figure space amongst 10 others that have been filled. There's one that's missing here for you. And there's always enough. You know, that's kind of making me feel like that sense of like looking out and wondering and hoping and wishing and praying and maybe it's coming, maybe it's not. I don't know where the ship is. Oh, and you know what I'm hearing too with fish? Enough fish in the sea. There's always more fish in the sea. There's always enough. Maybe you're kind of like thinking to yourself, I don't know, like, are all the good ones taken? Or does everybody already have a best friend? Like that kind of feeling here with the fish and the looking out. There's always enough. Because you're being told there's always enough. I want to say 2. It's like COVID. Because it's been here, and it's terrible, right? It's kind of terrible. They say like a lot of people's relationships have ended in COVID. So I'm just going to say that there's probably going to be more fish in the sea. So don't worry. But okay, yeah. So right now you're in this sense of looking out on the horizon, kind of being aware of things. Is there anything coming in? I don't know if anything's coming in. Jupiter and Pisces. I love that energy because it's so expansive in terms of your dreams. So I definitely want to say that you have fulfilled your dreams here. Definitely on an emotional level for yourself and even certain relationships that you have around you. But there's one in particular that's missing for you. It's kind of funny that the work's gone into a shitty spot here and you're looking out for something. Now, I want to say because I always find that personal relationships and work can affect each other indirectly because they both take up so much of your life. So like if you just go to work 9 to 5, 5 days a week, that still takes up a massive portion of your waking hours. So if it's a bad situation, that's going to resonate and it's going to bleed into your personal life because it's creating a frequency for you. So that's kind of the key there, is to always be aware of that. I mean, I don't see it showing up here heavily yet, but I think Spirit's trying to get you out of something that might not feel right now. Like something's gone wrong here. So in the future, look at you moving forward with the cup. Kind of having your hopes and your dreams. I think it's like feeling very optimistic. You know what I like too? Because you have this 9 of Cups in your past. I'm not seeing that it's gone. I'm seeing that you're looking for more. And what would be more would be the 10 of Cups. And look at, say, hey, I'm looking for someone else maybe with the 9 of Cups here who is responsible for their own happiness and wish fulfillment. I kind of like to join forces with that same energy. I think you might find that in the future. Maybe it's that best friend. Maybe it's a romantic partnership. Maybe it's a business partnership. That could be something too. Like maybe things were going really, really well with a business partner and now like, so you need like, and that in a sense is a soulmate connection too. Your advice is to move with purpose. When you see what it is that you want and you know it, move with purpose and emotional drive here. Lead yourself into a new experience. That's your advice for your personal relationship. So, spiritual journey, what do you have here? You have horse spirit, freedom is yours. Oh, wow, that's awesome. There you go. Run wild and free, Gemini. Freedom is yours. You're being told that you can do whatever you want with this spiritual journey. Wow, that's pretty cool. Be flexible, be open, allow yourself to be open to experience. I also feel like don't allow anyone to pigeonhole you or confine you in what your spiritual experience is. Own it, declare it, and live it. In the past, you had the 2 of Pentacles. You were juggling resources here. Presently, wow, you have the 3 of Pentacles, so you have collaboration. I like that transformation. Because, you know, almost like having your hands full and then having some other energy come in to help you with it. And then in the future, you have the Ace of Wands. Let's get excited about this. And your advice is the Empress. Wow. Your advice is to let yourself grow and expand on every level you would like to. That is nice. That is really nice. Because you're being told that freedom is yours. And your future is the Ace of Wands. It's exciting. It's passion. It's energy. It's drive. It's primal instinct. It's hot. It's quick. It's fun. It's exciting. And your advice is to turn it into that. Make something with it. I don't know what you're going to make with that because we all know what that looks like. So just, you know, be careful. It's your spiritual journey. I'm kind of hearing here. So I like to say that your spiritual journey is your day-to-day life. I mean, the minute you're born until the day you die is part of your spiritual journey. Whether anyone wants to classify that as that for themselves or not, but it's because it's emotional development. It's your soul's journey. It's making choices and decisions and taking ownership for how those turn out and looking at them and applying it and moving forward or backwards or whatever it is you choose to do. Whether or not anyone wants to say that they're having a spiritual journey, you still are. I mean, you're living a life. That's what's going on here. So I see that here in a real practical way. I see your spiritual journey in the past being very practical and having to actually maybe even be real responsible. Maybe not having a lot of flexibility to explore how you would like to spiritually, how you would like to lead your life and explore it. It's almost like it was maybe tied down with the day-to-day doldrums. You know, I got to look after this. I have to put that on hold. And that's very true too. It just kind of reminds me of the energy of people that live in countries that are much more impoverished and people are living like hand to mouth and struggling. They often don't have much time to think about a spiritual journey or development because they're trying to survive. So that's kind of the energy that I get here. Regardless of where you live, we can still go into that survival mode. You're in survival mode now. You don't have a lot of time for your spiritual journey. But that's changing because presently it's almost like things are coming together. If you had difficulty balancing things, people are kind of stepping in when you need them to help you. And then the future is exciting. I just want to say your future is exciting. So no more pentacles. It's about passions, desires, exploration, creativity, manifestation, and creating, like, I think your advice is to turn this into whatever you want it to be, because it will be bountiful, because it will be led by your deeper self. All right. So now what do we do? These are like so clear. Why? I never did this before. Let's get clarification on this devil. Cartomancy. How do you go? This is like going from 100 to 0 in a second. What's that phrase? When I was working. I'm working right now. We're working with office people and all that stuff. I was a sales guy. He was kind of funny at one of the places I worked at. And he used to always call it, I guess particularly with sales, going from 0 to 0 in 1 minute. Like 1 minute you can be the top of sales. You can be the CEO's favorite person. The next minute you can be like down in the dungeon. That's kind of what does, like from 0 to 0. Or at least feeling like the situation went from 0 to 0. Can you please tell us about the devil card sitting here in the present energy for my poor gems? The devil card sitting here for Gemini. The Six of Hearts. A time of peace and harmony. A time of peace and harmony. Working well with others to achieve your goals and overcome obstacles. So something has happened here. You're not working so well with others. Or others aren't working so well with you. There's a disconnect. There has been because this was that energy. So the devil is saying, yeah, I know that, devil. It's really confirming that. Like, there used to be peace and harmony in your money and your finances or your work or something. So let's look at the sun. You had the sun here in the past. Everything was like your dream, your wish, your hope. This is awesome. The Ace of Diamonds. An important message coming relating to your love life or business life. Oh, and then Four Pentacles. Mental stability may lead to a great adventure. That's interesting. Okay, so this is kind of indicating the change that came in, which I spoke of right at the beginning. Like maybe there was a change in sales quotas. There was a change in who your boss was. It related to your business life. Maybe it related to your love. I'm not really seeing that in your love life. Well, I don't really have a love life here. But I mean, you could, personal relationships, yeah, I guess, and your spiritual journey. But there's something here it's hit you to the core. It's something that was really important to you. And I almost want to say, because of the mental stability here, that you may not have realized how important this was until this change came in. Like, it might have been something you kind of took for granted, that it was always good. Like, it could be a receptionist too, and not to say that receptionists aren't the bomb. In my work, I always dealt with receptionists. Well, some of them were jerks. Like that in everything, right? But they do often, like, if there are any receptionists left. Because that was years ago. I was going to different places, and yeah. And it was already getting where there was no receptionist. It was just a desk. And there was a phone. And if you know your party's number, pick it up and dial, and they'll come and get you, right? But it's someone who is sort of sitting at the, I want to say, it could be someone who is not at least, like, noted as being the most important person in this place. But it was important. Like, once it was gone, it was like, well, shit. I didn't realize how much that person was really doing, or how much that really meant. It's turned like upside down on you. It's really gone, like from hero to zero for you in that situation. So the future, you've got the Seven of Cups here. Trying to push through some illusions here. Yeah, I think this top row is the most important to do clarification for, because everything else is good. The future, where you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Nine of Hearts, wishing for more, wanting a baby or taking relationship to the next level. I think it's really like wishing for more, or trying to figure out how to get something to the next level here. How do you get it out of the dungeon? And your key, your advice is the Six of Swords, is to move along, move on. The Six of Swords, divine guidance from here to there, right? And Spirit has your back on that row. The Five of Hearts, a major change coming to your home, divorce, a loved one moving, or a new home. So it's some sort of major change. That's what I mean, like something is coming to you. Coming to you, there is a major change. Take it, run with it, go. It's your opening. It's just clarifying what we already knew. It's your opening there, Gemini. It's coming to you. But I want to say, like, I would never just sit back and wait, right? Like, if it is, like, if a job situation is all of a sudden gone really bad, or it seems like your financial advisor has developed dementia, you might refresh that resume. Start contacting some of your friends and finding out what their financial advisor is like and how old they are. So mine is fine. I don't know if he's watching. I never even asked him what his sign was. I wonder what it is. He's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. So, but if it's not for you, then, you know, you might want to look into that. And that's what we got. What's the bottom? Eight of Spades. Obstacles at work may put you at a crossroads. You will need to make an important decision. Holy crap. That top row is the biggest thing for you. Wow. This is getting creaky too. This was never creaky before. Maybe it's my ass. It's too big. All these chairs are starting to creak that I sit on. Oh boy. Anyways, I'm going to go do the extended Gemini. I'm going to look into the blind spots of each one of these elements in your life. Until next time, to be gentle with yourselves. Bye.